Meet Dave and Marcus. They're both 31, live in the exact same mid-sized city, and both pull in a respectable $75,000 a year. After years of skipping avocado toast, dodging impulse buys, and convincing themselves that generic brand soda tastes just as good, it doesn't, they've both managed to tuck away $60,000 in cash. Financially, they are carbon copies. Personality-wise, complete opposites. Dave craves roots. He wants a place that is permanently his, a garage for tools he will use twice a year, and a backyard he can slowly become irrationally protective of. Marcus values freedom. The thought of tying himself to the exact same zip code for the next 30 years gives him mild heart palpitations. He likes keeping his options open. Eventually, their personalities dictate their wallets. Dave buys a house, Marcus keeps renting. And over the next 20 years, we're going to follow them both. Every mortgage payment, every rent hike, every emergency repair bill, and every dollar Marcus invests. Let's see where two identical starting points actually lead. Act 1. The starting line. Dave finds his dream house. 3 beds, 2 baths, and a kitchen begging for an air fryer it will never truly use. The price tag is $320,000. Dave puts down 20%, which is $64,000. But that's not all. Between closing costs, lender fees, title insurance, and inspections, Dave drops another $9,000 before he even gets the keys. Just like that, his $60,000 savings is wiped out, plus a little extra. He secures a 30-year fixed mortgage at 7%, leaving his principal and interest payment at about $1,703 a month. Add property taxes, $300, insurance, $120, and a maintenance fund, $260, and Dave's actual monthly housing cost is $2,383. Marcus takes a look at the rental market and lands a comparable 3-bedroom house down the street for $1,800 a month. No property taxes, no insurance headaches, and if the roof starts leaking during a thunderstorm, that's his landlord's problem. That leaves Marcus with an extra $583 every month. Instead of blowing it on a luxury vacation, he takes his untouched $60,000 savings and drops it straight into a broad market index fund, setting that $583 to auto-invest right alongside it. Act 2. The 3-year check-in. Fast forward 3 years. Dave has learned his first golden rule of homeownership. Every weird house noise has a dollar sign attached to it. A plumbing disaster on a Saturday afternoon quickly teaches him why keeping a maintenance fund matters. Meanwhile, his mortgage balance has dipped slightly, and thanks to a modest 3% annual appreciation, he's sitting on about $95,000 in home equity. Real wealth locked in bricks. Marcus? He's paid $64,800 in rent over those 3 years, which builds zero equity. But his initial $60,000 investment, compounded at a historical 10% average annual return and juiced by his monthly contributions, has quietly grown to roughly $92,000. At year 3, it's practically a dead heat. Dave has physical equity, Marcus has liquid investments. Dave can paint his walls neon orange, Marcus can pack his bags and move next month. Act 3. The 10-year mark. Things start to diverge around year 10. Dave's home is now worth around $430,000, and his remaining loan balance is down to about $220,000. He walks through his hallway with the quiet pride of a man who owns roughly half of his drywall. But his costs haven't stayed still. Property taxes and insurance have crept up, and maintenance bills are getting more ambitious. Marcus is still renting, but his rent has climbed by 3% every year, pushing it past $2,400 a month. His landlord is a big believer in compound inflation. However, Marcus's investment portfolio has exploded past $225,000. In pure liquid net worth, Marcus is pulling ahead, but Dave has an anchor protecting him. His principal and interest payment hasn't budged a single dollar in a decade. Act 4. The 20-year finish line. Jump to year 20. Dave and Marcus are now 51. Dave's mortgage has just 10 years left on it. His home is worth north of $600,000, and his loan balance is a manageable $140,000. He holds close to $500,000 in equity. Marcus's investment portfolio has compounded for 2 decades into a staggering $550,000 plus. On pure net worth, Marcus has won. His money is liquid, diversified, and working hard. But there's a massive catch. Marcus's rent has grown from $1,800 to over $3,200 a month, and it has no finish line. The day Marcus stops paying rent, he has no home. The day Dave makes his final mortgage payment in 10 years, his housing cost drops to just taxes and insurance. Furthermore, Marcus's spreadsheet victory relies entirely on behavioral discipline. The model assumes he invested every single month without fail, ignoring market crashes, job changes, and the temptation to upgrade his lifestyle. Dave, on the other hand, had forced savings. Even on days Dave felt lazy or broke, the bank forced him to build equity via his mortgage payment. The verdict. So, who won? Buying wins if you plan to stay put for 7 to 10 years, allowing appreciation and fixed payments to beat out transaction costs and inflation. It wins if you want forced discipline and emotional stability. Renting wins if you value ultimate mobility, want diversification across thousands of global companies instead of one house on one street, and, most importantly, actually invest the difference consistently. Neither choice is magic. Both require a trade-off. Drop a comment below and let me know. Are you team buy, team rent, or just sitting on the sidelines waiting for the market to crash? Don't forget to subscribe to Ricky Finance for more breakdowns of the financial choices that shape our lives. See you in the next one.